Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is by common sense. I try to keep it down and nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Get out of here, you masses. Listeners' discretion is advised. Okay. I'm pretty eccentric in my own way. I have a method to my madness of what I do, okay? There's no one like me. Everyone is unique in their own fashion. If you have any questions, comments, or insults, you put it down below. Okay, if you want to know more about me, you look in the description box. You know how to go to my Patreon. You know how to see my PayPal and my Cash Apps. It's all down there. Okay? It's all down there, you guys. And what do you think I'm going to say next? I'm not Yo Arse, man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Welcome, brothers and sisters of light and dark. I'm just relaxing. I'm about to go to bed because I was doing so much research on the internet about multiple different topics and stuff like that. And so my inner voices be talking to me, my external voices be talking to me about the universe and all sorts of things. So I have to do the research to make sure that when I speak, I have to make sure that so I can redirect people to the right direction, okay? Redirect people to the right direction. But so, let's get on with the topic for today. And today's topic will be about, a little while ago, I was on the internet and I saw this guy. He got a big round head and he was light skinned. He's lighter than me and shit. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't a fetish gigolo. This is very important. When I put the video that I'm responding to, I'm not hating on the individual at all. Okay? We can do a roast fest all day. But understand this. If they don't have experience and they don't talk about it, you shouldn't really too much listen to those type of individuals. I'm telling you, I have more experience than most guys on the internet about multitudes of different things because I used to be a fetish gigolo. How the fuck can I lie? I'm telling you shit from the horse's mouth. I give you videos. I tell you I'm on the Pornhub. I'm telling you I had 2 menage a trois in my life. I'm telling you I lost my virginity at the age of 31. Okay, who would tell you that type of shit? Because you know I'm real. I don't fuck with used vaginas. Okay, I keep telling you that you guys are simps if you fucking with used vaginas. I'm just trying to tell you what the pimps told me back in the 80s. Born and raised in Brooklyn. Sorry, brother. Okay, you got to start snapping out of that shit. But let's get on with the subject now here. Now, today's subject will be about from worst. Let me see. Okay. As a matter of fact, I don't know how. I'm gonna start off like this. The Zodiac signs. This guy was talking about. Look in the description box. You'll see his video. I think it was 11 minutes long. We was talking about the Zodiac signs. I'm gonna talk about all of the Zodiac signs. I'm gonna tell you the different colors and facets that I actually went through from the females I was dealing with. I'm gonna tell you there's a black side of things. Here's this line. The more blacker you go, the Zodiac signs change a bit. Okay. The more white side you go, the zodiacs change again. So you got to be careful. You're talking about Milano in the middle. You're trying to swirl it. You're talking about black chicks, or you're talking about white chicks. Okay. When I say Milano, I'm talking about all Asiatic, Spanish, Latino, Mexican type shit right in the middle. Because I've dealt with all of them. I told you. I can't even count. I can't remember how many women I talked to. But let's get on with the subject, Harry. Now, I've made a list here. I wrote this down because all my encounters with women, I'm just going to tell you a little story here. So, do you want to start off who's the most honest zodiac sign, or you want to start off with who's the most lying and despicable one? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. We're gonna start from 12 to 1. 12 being the number 1 is gonna be the most honest. Or do you want me to start off with the lying? Okay, I'll start off with the lying. From worst to positive. I'm gonna tell you right now how it is. From my experience, my personal experience, as for me being a gigolo and fetish gigolo, I found out the biggest liars are, and the best ones that's really good in bed is, and they are the best liars, and they will stab you in the back, they will fuck you up, is Scorpio. If you really want to understand the signs, and you want to understand, you have to have experience also. You can also look at the animal itself. The Scorpio represents the most poisonous creature of all of them. It can travel on the land, and it can also travel in the ocean. So automatically in your mind, the Scorpios are the worst. There's a lot of research being done. I have done on Scorpios being the worst. If you want to have a companion, you don't want to have a Scorpio. They will stab you in the motherfucking back. So let's get on to the next one. Number 11, Aquarius. They're perpetual liars. Okay. So I'm going up. I'm counting down. And I'm going to eventually get to number 1, and you'll find out who's the most honest, okay? And what happens is that when you mess with an Aquarius is the male version of the Virgo, okay? But you got to understand something here. Aquariuses are perpetual liars. I remember I had a conversation with a female, and I said that the Bible says yada da 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 da. And I'm telling you, I can get the book. And this person, she didn't even want to see the book. She just started making up her own little stories. Why are you making up stories? I'm just telling you, you just want to have a decent conversation. You want to be civil. So there you go right there. Perpetual lies. They'll make up stories. They're good at making stories. I don't know why this is perpetual liars. They just like to keep lying all the time. You lying, bitch. Okay, I just told you. You know, it's in the Bible. You want to go see? You don't want to see. Now, the number 10, Geminis, two-faced. Now, the good side of them are honest, okay? But there's a bad side, a sneaky side, okay? They will lie to you real quick. They can be artistic. They can be poetic, whatever. But I learned that I got stood up one time by a Gemini, and I ain't fuck with them no more. I said, they'll say one thing and double tongue what the fuck they're trying to say. So you already know they're double-faced, okay? All right, so let's go into another one. Number 9, okay? Number 9 is, okay, Pisces. Think about the fish. They're in the ocean. That's a lot of secretive shit going on down there. They socialize with other fucking fish. If they don't like you, they gonna cheat on you. They gonna be gone in a flash. All right? They're very social species. Pisces are very social indeed. Scorpios are social indeed. A lot of these signs are social, but I'm gonna tell you right now, be careful. It's all about attraction. So if you go more on the black side of things versus whites are more preppy and more mature. Okay, so these elements of the zodiac signs can be twisted in a certain sort of sense. But from my experiences, the whiter you go, the more mature they become. You can't tell until later on. The darker you go, more likely they can expose themselves very rapidly, especially if they're not sexually satisfied or they don't have nothing for you to give, because women are very easy and simple for me, because I study psychology in women, okay? I try to read and understand their psychosis, okay, because why they think a certain way. Let's go on the next number, okay? Number 8 is Virgo, because my ex-wife, of course, she was a Virgo, and I knew by at least 60 to 70% she would change, but Virgos, as it says, they are virgins, but they are actually manipulators, master manipulators. They're not clean. So when you read somewhere and they say they're very organized, no, they're not. Female Virgos are not organized, okay? So how many women I've been in the house and they're Virgos and shit? Dirty. They're not pure clean, okay? And if they are a virgin, you better go to another country, because there's no such thing as a Zodiac sign who's a fucking virgin in America. So let's go on to number 7 here. Number 7, we go on to Aries. Think about it. It's the ram, okay? The ram is psychological, right? They'll play psychological games. So they'll butt heads with you and shit. Anything small with an Aries, oh my motherfucking good. They'll have an excuse to leave your ass. They're trying to make an excuse so they can feel happy about themselves, and they don't have to feel nothing for you at all. They don't feel guilty at all because they use psychology. So the next one is number 6. Number 6 is Libras. Now, I've met tons and tons of Libra whores. Tons. Those are like side chick bitches. They just straight up dykes, okay? I'm telling you right now, so many women I've talked to who are Libras, okay? It's just a goddamn shame. And then that's the woman represents the blonde woman with the fucking tipping scales. It's what they want to do. Whatever they see with justice in their eyes, that's what they want to do. Keep them as side chicks. There's a whole bunch of these females I keep as side chicks because I read them motherfucking bitches. Now, number 5, okay? Let me see Leo. Raw! You hear me? Raw! Now, you know, if I say it raw, they're stubborn. And if you fuck with them the wrong way, they will kick your ass, okay? And also, on top of that, they got a big-ass fucking mouth. Raw! You know, let's go to the next one. Now, I'm not saying they're liars. It's just that they're fucking stubborn. Now, in these phases right here, number 5, 4, and 3, they are more likely to be stubborn creatures. And on top of that, they may lie if you get on their fucking nerve. They got a lot of confidence in themselves. So Leos have a lot of confidence. So let's go number 4. Number 4 is a bull. Most of the time they're fat, okay? And I don't really deal with Tauruses that much. Sagittarius and Tauruses don't really get along. I don't give a flying monkey's ass. But think about it. They're a bull, okay? That's a form. They want to do what the fuck they want to do. They're stubborn, just like the Leo. They may not be as loud, but they can get stubborn when they have an argument, especially when it comes to a man versus a woman. So let's go to number 3. Number 3 is Capricorn. Bah! The goat. They go to the mountain. They listen to other people on the ground, and they go to the top of the mountain, and they gossip. They run their mouth. But as I count down these numbers, the more honest they get. Understand that from my experiences now. I repeat, from my experiences. So let's continue on now. So I've dated a Capricorn, and then what I remember her, she had a good conversation. She was very honest, but of course she would be manipulated in some ways. Okay, she would be sneaky. Most women are sneaky when they're in Western countries. So if you're talking about zodiac signs in China versus Africa, they're completely different. So you can't really say that for every country and every race and every person. You can't do that. You have to look at their nano charts. It gets more complex than that. So let's continue on now here. But I digress. Let's continue. So we was at number 3 at the Capricorn. They're goats, and you basically can trust them more. So that was number 2. Number 2 is Cancer. Now, Cancers are very emotional. As you already know, tap, tap. Okay, if you fuck with them, they will snap. Tap, tap, and they will snap, especially if they really like you. If they really like you, there you go. If they don't like you, they'll claw you to fucking death with their emotion. Okay, all right. Okay, number 1. And number 1 finally is the Sagittarius, because I thought that I see and I know is the ultimate knowledge. As you sure already know, it's a Greek mythology type of creature, which represents a male, a wise male with a long beard and a bow and arrow. Think about that. This creature cannot be tamed, okay? And they're going to be very honest with you or show you signs up front. Usually they will show you the signs that they're not to be tamed. And they like to have fun. They don't want to be tied down. I thought I was a Sagittarius until I found out number 0, okay? Now, I'll tell you the last zodiac sign, which is number 13, of course. The most honest sign of all is going to be Sagittarius, which you guys know. And they're good at sex. There's the second best in bed, okay? They have the bigger penises, so you know horses have big cocks and shit, and Scorpios have the good, the fluctuation, the pulsation. You want to go with a Scorpio if you want to. Most of the time, when I talk to women, they say Scorpios are the best in bed most of the time. Yes, so I'm going to tell you that straight up. And then it's Sagittarius, okay? It's those two. The rest, I don't remember. Okay, I'm just telling you what I went from my experience from all the hundreds of females I've actually talked to, and I get my information from them. Now, number 0 is Ophiuchus. I am an Ophiuchus. The Ophiuchus lies between the Scorpio and the Sagittarius. It's in the constellation, and between those two, between November and December. I was born on December 3rd, okay? And I've always felt gravitate to more onto the Sagittarius side, okay? Because I'm too honest. Scorpios are the worst. So I'm like right between the middle. Think about that shit. Wow. The Ophiuchus has no choice but to be honest, because people take advantage of the Ophiuchus. They can never be liars. If you're an Ophiuchus, you can't be a liar. You're too goddamn honest and you're too goddamn righteous. So I hope I explained all of the numbers down from my experiences, okay, from all of the women I talked to. Each one of these women had something to say to me, and each one of these women I had an experience with. All right, guys? However, if you go to another country like I had, and I have recorded this shit many times over, I haven't really done too much study on different types of females overseas. But I know my wife is a virgin. She was a virgin, and also she was a Virgo. Think about it like that, okay? All right? And so I figured that she was a virgin, most likely so, if I traveled to her. So please understand that I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. You guys got to make sure you be careful who you're listening to out there. Because if you watch this description in the box, you can tell he ain't never had no menage a trois. He ain't gonna tell you what he did. I got videos of what I do, okay? I pull them niggas' cars real quick. Well, other than that, he don't know me and I don't know him. And I hope to bless for all you guys that's out there who's listening to me. So I really made it down narrow ditty gritty. The last 0 is Ophiuchus, which is me. Okay? Think about it. My life path number is a fucking 9. And my attitude number is number 6. I know some numerology too, motherfuckers. So we can talk about that another time. I'm going to bed. This video is about 13 minutes long. And I hope you understood all of the levels of females I encountered. Now, it may be slightly different for you. But I'm telling you right now, a lot of the times it's about your attraction and your sex appeal. And what kind of money, peanuts in pockets, how much money you got in your pockets. And a lot of times it's that way. But I'm telling you, for most of the time, most of these females just have attitudes. Half of them have attitudes. And most of them are liars anyway. So you shouldn't trust no female. Everything is about leverage. It's not about fucking love. Love is a business, right? So we got it. Your alphas, you already know there's not a lot of alphas out there. And y'all will get your information from me and regurgitate it to other guys. And I'm telling you right now, people from the 80s talk like me. I was born and raised in Brooklyn. So y'all have a good day and a good motherfucking night. If you have any comments, questions, or insults, you put it down below. Peace.